investigations. So we are here, Jason and myself have decided to have a little adventure and come back to one of our very first investigations at Whalley Abbey near Clitheroe. So this monastery was one of the ones that was dissolved by Henry VIII, and they say that they hung the abbot on the gateway behind us, and that the monks still kind of wander the ruins. So last time we were here we got some incredible evidence. We got knocks and taps, we got an EVP, we felt things and heard things, so we thought we'd come back a different time of the year and just see if spirits still roam at Whalley Abbey.
Where do I want to go in that side first?
Yeah, I think we'll go this way first. Can't see the path. Can I risk a little light?
You've got the torch.
Little low light. That's a church.
Yeah, because we kind of came through this before, didn't we? So just trying to get our bearings as we go into the ruins itself. I don't know why I'm whispering. I feel like I have to whisper because the lights are on in that building. I feel like I have to whisper.
You kind of feel like you're in a religious place as well, so you have to be a bit...
Well, that's it. You act like you're walking into an actual church, don't you? Because it feels like a church. So, even though there's like, well, you can't see on the camera because of how dark it is, but there's no roof. There's just literally walls and...
Come in the wrong door again. This is the door that was... Oh no, we can go that way around.
And this is a door that goes to nowhere. The battery's gone right down to 1 bar already. It was definitely on full. We found last time at Cannock Chase the batteries drained. It wasn't the batteries that drained. It was the fact that the charger hadn't charged them. Oh no! Because we plugged the charger lead into the charging box for the batteries and realised the plug wasn't actually working. So, but this time the batteries were fully charged, and when we came out of there I felt like someone was walking up outside of me, you know, before you came round. Is there anyone here with us now?
Get the EMF out.
So we're all wrapped up, as you can see, because it's quite chilly tonight.
It is. I'm going to put the light off. Are you alright with the light off, or do you want to get somewhere first and then...
I'll just try and work out.
I
think we came in round this side before, didn't we? Because all this here, guys, we can't see much because I'm on night vision, but it's pitch black. But these are all like the...
Whoa, 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 whoa! Wow!
Strong EMF readings. I feel like someone's walking next to us.
Is there anyone here with us now? Can you make that go all the way up to red again for me, please?
It's such a strong feeling here tonight, like something's going to happen.
Well, we're right in the middle of what would have been the main church. So this was actually the church part of the abbey.
And you can just see
behind us
bits on the floor.
Turn the light off and then... So behind us... Oh, there we go. And again.
Action.
Is this the vicar I met last time? The head priest? Preacher. He was never such a nice spirit. But this, where we're actually stood, would be the chancel part of the old church. So it's where the choir would have sat, and the main altar, there's one at that end, but the main altar's actually up here, in this centre point where we stood. In fact, if we go and stand... Whoa, bloody...
The feeling I'm getting is someone's walking up outside of us. I feel like there's someone right next to us.
Let's just go stand, because we didn't do this last time, at where the main altar would have been.
Oh, my ears have just gone like they popped.
Yours too?
My ears are just like pressure.
So if we stand...
For anyone that doesn't know, guys, pressure or sudden change in pressure can be a sign of spirits being nearby, because they're changing the atmosphere when they're close to you. And my ears have just literally gone to the fuzzy stage when you're coming to land on a plane and your ears go all fuzzy.
So this is where the high altar would have been. Those are the pits where the choir would have stood.
Let's see the pits here, guys. So as you can see, we're in night vision. Vicky's got a little head torch just for a bit of light, because obviously we don't want to trip over the ruins and
I'll turn it off 'cause
the
we're on
bricks
grass
on the
now.
floor. But as you can see, if I turn night vision off a second, there you go, guys. That's what we can see. Absolute. Can't even see Vicky. You can see the EMF lighting up. So
It's dark.
we do prefer to do investigations in the pitch black as and where we can.
Oh, do that again for me. Please come forward.
But it gives you such a
Thank
creepy
you.
vibe here. EMS going again.
Can you make that go all the way around? Thank you. Can you make that go all the way around to red for me, please, if you used to live or work here? It literally feels like it's just kind of grabbing on.
I can feel a presence with us now. I mean, obviously, everyone who watches our channel knows that myself and Vicky both have the abilities to feel,
See,
see,
hear, smell.
and hear. Vicky's abilities have developed a lot more in recent months due to doing more spiritualist things and doing her tarot readings and such
Wow.
like.
All the way
You
to
can
red.
see that, guys.
Wow, thank you.
Just talking about Vicky and it goes absolutely bananas. So
Are
we're
you
both.
glad that I'm using my abilities more? Can you push it all the way to red for me? Thank
I
you.
think this is someone who wants to be seen. Oh, what's that? Someone just spoke then.
I've been hearing that all the way around.
I'm actually seeing people, like glimpses of people. Yeah, so for anyone that doesn't know, I can see, I am a medium. It's only probably in the last couple of years since we started doing YouTube and filming and doing more. Probably in the last couple of years since we started doing YouTube and filming and doing more regular.
Look, when you talk about it, look.
But right now, guys, what I'm seeing, obviously if you see it on the camera, comment below if you see anything.
Can you see this?
But I'm seeing actual like white glimpses of people walking all around us. There's absolutely no one else here with us. You can see it's pitch black.
If you are a spirit who is remaining here, can you take it all the way to red? If you are understanding and... Thank you.
Someone just came up, took right on side of it and I caught it out corner of my eye.
So do you understand that we're here to talk to you and we don't mean any offence or disrespect? Do you know that we don't mean any harm? Because we don't. We're here with absolutely respect. We're here to learn your stories, to pass a message on, to prove that there is hope. Yeah, hope of heaven, of life after.
It's got a foot down right next to me.
Do we go on? I'm sure we do. Do you mind us being here?
Some background noise there.
It was like a car, wasn't it? Are you happy that we're here? Oh, okay.
Someone literally here with us now.
Hmm?
Just literally saw. I thought a person was coming round front car park. A black figure just walked past the entrance. But it's not a person because it went into the light and disappeared.
Oh.
But it won't have picked up on camera because it's too far away with infrared. Infrared's not strong enough on this camera for that distance. It's probably about 20 yards away.
I feel here, I feel very... Like my whole body's like electric. But it also feels like there's somebody kind of leaning on my arm. Like an old, you know, when an old person steadies
Well,
themselves.
when I was walking through that archway when we were coming round there, that's how I felt like someone was trying to link onto me. Like they were walking alongside me trying to hold on to me. Like to keep pace kind of thing.
You're very welcome to hold if you need to.
There's noises everywhere, but you can see there's no one here.
There is absolutely no one.
I'm just going to pan round, guys, a full 360 just so you can see what we can see. As you can see, darkness. Obviously the infrared only goes so far, so you can only see...
some sort of building there, but I think that's like a storage yard.
What's that?
That there.
Oh, that's yeah, it's like a... You can't even see it on camera, it's that far away, but it's just a storage.
There's houses, but they're right across the other side.
There in front, you can just about make out the wall of one of the archways on the camera there. I don't know if it'll come out clear when it's on the big screen.
Down into the cloister?
Yeah.
We'll walk this way.
Like I say, when I'm here, when I'm out in this bit, it feels more like stone take kind of feeling, like residual. It feels like there's energy here, but it's not here now.
Somebody holding my arm again. I literally felt the pressure on my arm, and now it's just going steady. Look.
Yeah.
Walk with me then.
Oop, ditch there. Can't see that. Like I say, guys, can't see bugger all, so if I do fall over, the camera will go down to ground level. You'll soon realise.
Right, I think there's steps. Yes,
so this here, where we're going in now, would have been the part that would have been where the monks got ready, I believe.
It's their washroom, the cloister, so this is where they would come to rest, pray.
You look like a monk with that hood up.
I'm keeping my ears warm.
For anyone that doesn't know, the one thing that gives me the heebie-jeebies is monks. Anything else, dolls, any kind of spirits, I'm okay with. Monks, give me the heebie-jeebies. I had a bad experience with a monk spirit when I was younger. Came rushing up on me when we were down south. I can't remember exactly where we were.
They literally let go and wandered off.
Yeah. Probably because it's a monk and I'm bad-mouthing them. I don't mean any disrespect. I'm just saying I've had a bad experience with one that's come right up in my face and scared the living daylights out of me when I was younger. So it's kind of put me off them. I had a few experiences with nuns, but not bad ones, like monks. I think it's something about monks, the way they just stroll around and don't make any noise.
Ooh, big red. Big red.
Are you a monk that's following us round now? Can you take that round to red? So you're not a monk. Can you flash that device if you're not a monk?
Just heard a footstep behind me. Can you hear that?
Yep. There's nothing there. Definitely no one behind us. It's funny because when we're coming up to that window, I thought something was sat in that window. Look, you see that black shadow?
Yeah.
It's just the way the shadow is with the light.
It's just the way the wall falls, yeah.
I thought it was like a big black cat curled up on ledge. Last time we came here, guys, one of our very first videos was here, and one of the things we did get was the spirit of a cat.
Cat, yeah.
And I literally saw...
It's gone to red again.
Have you got the cat? Does the cat belong to you?
Sorry, I'm just going to cat level just to see.
I don't think it's a cat, I think it's the fact I mentioned the cat. I think the cat didn't belong to the abbey, but was a cat that used to spend a lot of time around here, and they obviously must have fed it and give it tidbits for the spirit of the cat.
Agreeing with you.
Yeah. Is that correct? Was the cat quite a close pet to this abbey? Wow, taking it right round to red there, guys.
Can you make that stop if that's you?
I'm just going to quickly show.
Look, it's just stopped.
It stopped.
Literally stopped.
Completely stopped. I was literally just going to show for anyone at home. Look straight up. No cables, no overhead electrics, there's no roof. This building is just walls and archways, as you can see.
Your phone's in airplane mode.
Both
Mine's
phones are in
currently off and in that pocket.
Both phones are in airplane mode. And the EMS going mad.
The only other thing I've got in my pocket is a vape, but I don't think that'll affect it.
No, it's got a battery in it, but it wouldn't physically.
Well, let's just check, just to... Yeah. Nothing.
It has to be an active battery, well, it has to be like your phone pulling signal or something for it to...
That was me dropping it, that wasn't like we've had
It wasn't
before.
a repeat of Railway Hotel.
No, that was me actually dropping it. Because I was juggling.
So where do we want to go?
I think we're going to stand in that staircase again. Because we got quite
The
a
scary staircase.
Yeah. Well, we got quite a lot in there, didn't we? And I'm sure you've heard me talk about staircases between worlds, blah, blah, blah.
So this place, guys, even though there's no roof, and it's just a walls and archway, you still feel like you're in the building. Because there's so much of the... Obviously the outer structure remaining, it just still feels like you're actually inside.
Whoa, whoa, big red, big red. Big red, wow. Can you make that stop, please?
Can you hold it? Wow, that's amazing. Thank you very much.
I'm going to turn off my light.
I'm just going to stand over you so I can get you in the distance.
Can you let go of it, please, just to prove that you're really here with us? Thank you.
Very intelligent spirit. The last time we were actually here, guys, one of the things that did happen over the other end, Carl was facing me. I looked up at Carl and I saw a face of a man directly behind Carl.
So there is stories here of, I'm going to talk about it, the monks were given a certain budget to help the needy and the poor of their area. And the monks were supposed to live in poverty with very little, kind of in a humble way. But they didn't. The head abbot here used to actually squirrel the money away and lived very extravagantly with lots of servants. He had lots big feasts and
Wow.
big feasts and expensive foods, and that's what caused a lot of anger amongst the town, because he wasn't living as humbly as the people he was serving.
He was pocketing it for himself.
He was spending it on himself.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much the monks that lived with him, but certainly his personal kind of household. They had a lot more than they should have. Isn't that right?
Yeah, agreement there of someone.
Does it upset you when I talk about that? Are you glad I'm talking about that? Was it something that was hidden? Are you not supposed to talk to me?
Seems to have come down, isn't it? Rushed off.
It's that feeling of that woman again, you know.
So where we're currently standing is actually under where there would have been a staircase.
Are you the lady I met last time I was here?
Oh,
Wow.
I can't remember what she was called.
Isabel.
Is it Isabel?
Isabel, do you not like men talking to you? Would you rather be in contact with a woman? I thought so. Do you remember how she flew at me last time? Isabel, did you work here? Did you work for the monks? Wow.
Don't know what that was. There's a weird creak on the floor outside of me
I
though.
heard that. Isabel, is that you moving around? Yes.
That's me just scratching my face for the sake of video so no one thinks that's...
Isabel, were you treated badly by the monks here? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Did they hurt you, Isabel? She's so strong. I
I
literally
keep
feel
seeing like a white mist at the side of you keep forming and
I
disappearing.
feel like bursting into tears.
But it's happening every time the EMF goes off. It's like she's manifesting right next to you.
Isabel, are you stuck here?
I'm hoping this is picking up on camera because I can literally see every time the EMF goes off there's a white mist outline forming next to you on the wall side.
And just for the record, my left-hand side is absolutely freezing.
The side with your EMF.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that you?
There is, I swear down, I'm seeing like a really faint white mist.
Isabel, do you need help to leave this place? Are you here for a reason? Do you want to be here?
Oh, someone just grabbed me round the throat.
Oh, look. Yeah.
I've just got someone actually grabbed my neck round the throat. I'm not even kidding. I literally got the feeling like someone just went like that.
That's going crazy.
EMF's going crazy.
Isabel, is there somebody here that means us harm? Can you make it stop completely, please?
Someone literally just put their hand round my throat.
Look.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
Tell me you heard that.
I heard it alright, right in my ear hole. There's someone stood right next to me. I can feel someone right here. And they just grabbed me by the throat.
And she's just disappeared, look, she's gone.
Yeah.
Completely gone.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel very safe here now. The way my beard all moved and everything, I felt the hand gripping around my throat. And every time I look away from this camera, all I'm seeing is pitch black because I'm looking at the screen, obviously, so my eyes aren't adjusting.
That's a different person, look how it moves.
Do you mean us harm? I know we haven't introduced ourselves yet. My name's Jason.
My name's Vicky.
And we're here just to document and prove to people that there is life after death. Is that something that you're willing to help us prove? Will you help us do that? Can you flash the device in Vicky's hand to answer yes? Or say yes? Or tap on the wall, make a noise? Whoa, fuck. Jesus Christ.
Sorry,
What the hell was that?
that was someone doing what you asked.
Thank you for that. I do apologise for being so alarmed, but it kind of shook me up a bit, that.
Could you do that again for us? I know it's a lot to ask, but please use our energy. Could you do that noise again for us, please? She's just disappeared.
Yeah. There's somewhere here though, I can feel it.
Something over your left shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, it's big. Sorry, I don't like
I
that.
can feel it. I can feel it on my head, like stroking against my hair.
I'm just going to put my head down because I don't like that. It's staring at me.
Whatever it was kind of went like that on my hair. Just brushed up against my hair.
I'm not afraid of you. You're not frightening me.
So I literally just felt like that. Upside up, like my hair lifted, like something. Whatever it is, I can feel.
She's just disappeared, look. Gone. Completely.
I feel like something's right behind me. If you are behind me, can you make a noise again? Can you show yourself? Let the camera see you. But it's proved to people at home that don't believe in life after death that death does actually carry on. There are spirits. Myself and Vicky know that, but we want to document and show evidence of that to other people at home. Whatever way you can, if you can help us prove that, that would be fantastic, and we'd very much appreciate that.
There is the sound of a helicopter going over, guys. So if you can hear a strange sound, there is actually helicopters and a train.
Helicopters, trains. We just ask for noises and he's just setting all of them off now. Helicopters, trains, is like, what else do you want? Submarine?
So this is the other thing, this proves that this is not another electrical device or a phone, because if it was, it'd still be going off.
Yeah.
Tap behind you again.
Yeah. So as soon as I turn this camera back round off me, someone knows.
That was me putting that down.
No, but someone knows what this camera does, and someone just run up behind you.
Well,
Literally, I don't know if I got it on camera. I'll have to watch it back. But this corner here, where I'm pointing, something black just came in along the bottom of the floor.
the EMF just went off.
Could have been. I'm going to say it could have been a rat, but there's nowhere along that wall where there's any holes, so I don't know where it would have gone.
Could have been a rabbit.
It was the size of a rat. But I'll have to watch that back and slow it down and just double check that, because there was definitely something black came around that corner then.
Maybe the cat.
Or the cat, could
Look,
be.
it literally just went off, that one. Is there anybody here that would like to come and talk to us that hasn't already?
I'm a bit close here because I'm trying to get both you and the EMF in frame, and it's a bit too close. I don't want to back up any further because I know that something stood right behind me.
He's not, he's over to the side at the moment.
That's alright then.
Just film that wall, because he's literally, I can see him like a shadow, and I don't see him very often.
Oh, something just moved across the camera then.
Yeah, he's literally against that wall.
What, behind me or to the
To
side?
the side, where the stairs would be.
Yeah. Well, literally as I pan the camera around, it might have been the movement of the camera, but something seemed to flash across the frame, across like the lens, if you will. I'm only going off what I can see in the little window on the camera, obviously, so we'll check all these things back, and obviously if it is something, I'll try and slow it down and show it for what it is. Oh, excuse me. Just had an energy drink on the way here. Probably not the best idea. Going to be full of wind. I just saw white lights outside of me again, man.
Tap above my head.
If there's anybody here, there is raindrops dripping.
Oh,
There's
okay.
there is like a branch up there, and it's ever so slightly raining. So there is the odd drip coming off the branch every now and again.
That's okay, so I don't know what it
You
is.
can see it on camera just dropping right onto your head.
Lovely. So I've got my hood up.
What was that? What was that?
Me.
Oh, wait, you?
I think it was me. I went lovely. Tutted at the rain.
Oh, because you were talking, I didn't think it was you.
No, it was me.
Have we got a white mist just went up in front of the camera then? I was just about to talk and a white mist just rose in front of you. If this is someone with us now, can you help us to prove to people at home watching this video that there is life after death and we do carry on? Can you make a loud noise? Can you let us hear your voice? Can you groan for us? Can you say yes?
That was in my ear.
What did it say?
Yes. Well, like really deep in my ear. Like a...
Thank you for that. Thank you for
Sorry.
doing as I asked.
Sorry for jumping. That made me jump a little bit. I'm just going to come and stand at the side of you a minute, because I felt a bit uneasy there. Oh, and we're off again. Was that you talking in my ear?
Wow. This EMF, guys, it's not just going around a little bit. As you can see, it's going right round. Whatever this is, or whomever this is, I don't mean any disrespect, he's got some serious energy.
Are you a male spirit?
None of that's been recorded. It's just started recording now, the camera.
I don't want to lose this because
I can't believe that's not been recorded.
you just have to recap for people.
So I just realised the camera's not been recording for the last 10-15 minutes. Well, just to recap, Vicky's she can see visually a figure forming in front of her who's knelt down, very skinny, in white robes. We've got the REM pod sat over on the window. There's a little window over there. REM pod sat there, EMF sat there. EMF was initially going off, but it hasn't gone off for at least 5 minutes or so now. But there is something currently forming in front of Vicky, and she doesn't want to lose contact with it, so she's trying to focus on it.
I'm fully aware and I'm fully here. I'm just trying to look. I don't often see with my eyes, so when I do, I have to concentrate.
We've been asking for the EMF to go off. Nothing's been happening. Been asking for the teddy to be touched. Nothing's been happening. So frustrating that it hasn't been filming, but you've not really missed much other than the fact that Vicky's got a visual on a figure in front of her.
He's got in his hands, it's like a cross, but it's on like beads.
Like rosemary beads. Like prayer beads.
Yeah. But they're really long. Really long.
Yeah, they tend to be, because
they're not like a neck. It's not a necklace. It's really, really
No.
long.
When I went to Cyprus, they use them a lot over there. For each bead is meant to be a prayer that they put onto the bead and rub it while they're saying a prayer. So they tend to push in between the thumb and the forefinger.
It's so clear. I don't see this clear with my waking eye. Wow.
Let's try asking it to set off the EMF for the REM pod. See if we can get it to actually react.
Sir, if you're here with absolute greatest respect and apologies for disturbing your reverie, if you can see us and interact with us, would you be so kind as to set off one of our devices?
Just so we can know whether it's a spirit or whether it's a residual energy.
It's not moved.
It could just be a residual stone tape.
Not moved at all.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, can you hear my voice? Something flashed at the corner of my eye, but I don't want to look away.
I don't see anything.
Can you hear me? Was that a reply? If you can you move?
Just trying to move around to get a different perspective.
I've lost him.
No.
Gone. It's like faded.
Well, the EMF and the REM pod, neither of them have gone off the entire time since just after you put it down. The EMF were going off initially when you put it down, but it's not gone off for the last 5-10 minutes. But when you initially put it down, it was going off.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's something coming off you, and your phone's on airplane mode, you've got nothing on you.
I've just turned my phone back off.
Yeah.
That's on flashy. Let's turn that off. There we go.
But one of our theories is that Vicky kind of works like a battery. She draws energy in, allows me to communicate with spirits better because she draws the energy, gives off the energy for the spirits to use.
Is that right?
Are you using the energy off Vicky now? Wow. Well, if that doesn't clarify it, I don't know what does.
Can you make that stop, please? Instant. Wow.
Can you do that again? Can you make it go right round? Just you ask it, because it only seems to respond to you.
Can you make this device go all the way to red for me, please?
I don't...
Thank you.
It actually went to red as well.
Can you make it stop? Let go. Thank you. How do you explain that, viewers? How do you... Look now, it's not doing anything. How do you explain that? If that was a power source, it would be a steady blinking, either steady orange or a steady yellow. It's connected to nothing. Everything I have is turned off. We've checked it against the e-cig. We've checked it against the... Yeah, see? Oh.
Yeah. I'm just showing it around to show people that there's nothing around us. No roof, no overhead cables.
Checked it against this. Look, put that near it.
Nothing.
Well, please let go, please. Can you let go? Come on. Thank you.
Takes a little bit of time to respond, but it would do for the energy to form and disperse. So what about if you held the REM pod in your hand with the bottom? If you hold it by the bottom, you'd have to touch the top of it for it to go off.
Come on then.
You touch the head of that teddy that's in Vicky's hand now. Just like you're touching the other device and making the lights flash. If you can touch that on the head, it'll make a little noise and light up exactly the same. We just want to prove and try and debunk things as best we can.
And now nothing's going off.
Just pat it on the head, touch it on the head. You can clearly see Vicky's hand is on the base of the teddy. You have to touch it on the head, that's where the antenna is. So if you touch it on the face or on the head, the antenna is literally in
now over here.
The antenna is literally in the wiggly bit on the top of the head. So you have to touch it like at the front and on the top. So holding it on the base doesn't make it go off. There's no buttons on it other than on and off, and it's currently switched on. So if that does go off now, it's something literally touching it on the head.
Shall we keep it on as we walk over to the next? I'll see if I can walk with it. I'm just going to put my little light on just so I can see where I'm going.
It's just to try and get it to use a different device, just for its sake of, just to show that it's not just that EMF that it's using.
Well, the EMF now for thing isn't going off, and it's right next to the torch which is on.
Just trying to get different equipment responding, just to prove as much as possible in his... Wow.
Beeped.
Can you do that again? Maybe it can come in that part where we were. Can you touch that teddy on the head? Make it make that bleeping noise again like it just did.
My hand hasn't moved, it's still exactly the same position.
The only problem is when it did go off, you had your back to me, so I couldn't see it. I heard it.
But you'd have been able to see this hand here.
Yeah.
You'd have been able to see.
There's no way you've grabbed it from the head and then put your hand back underneath it.
If I had to grab it from the head, I have to let go.
You'll definitely heard it on the camera, the bleep, but I just couldn't see it because you had your back to me. If I walk around the side of you.
This side and then... So he's not going off and he's just sat in my hand.
So I'll try and keep you in frame. So if at any point, if any spirits nearby can come forwards and just tap that teddy on the head that Vicky's got in her hand, it'll bleep for us and indicate.
It's silly walking through an abbey with
a ghost in your hand.
a ghost in my hand.
It's only a little teddy.
At least it's not a creepy one.
Could be worse, it could be a haunted doll.
Yep.
Can you touch that teddy on the head for us? The teddy that's in Vicky's hand. If you pat it on the head, it'll just indicate to us that you're here with us and you want to talk. Or even if you don't want to talk, if you could just pat it on the head. Just to show that you're here with us. Would you prefer it if Vicky talked to you?
So nothing's going off now at all.
Where do you want to finish? You want to finish over in that last building over there?
Yeah, we'll go over to the kitchen. If there is anybody here with us now, please come forward. I know I must look a bit daft carrying a teddy bear, but I don't mean any disrespect. We just want to tell your story. Please come forward. Touch me, talk to me, come and touch this little thing in my hand. It won't hurt you. Might look a little odd to you, but it won't hurt you. We don't mean any disrespect in this beautiful building. Seems to have gone really quiet.
It's going behind the clouds. It's a slightly overcast night tonight. A little bit of wind, but nothing too drastic. That's your weather update for tonight's investigation. Thought that's a little thing, weather with Jason.
Weather with Jason.
Yeah.
So that's the
Oh, my ears just gone again.
again.
Pressuring me right here.
So we're actually heading now, that door freaks me out every time, into what was the kitchen and the main part of the abbot's house. So this is where we got an EVP, growling, tapping. So let's go see what it's like tonight.
Because the growl that we got last time was actually right at the end, just as we were ready to go.
But we didn't hear it, did we? We didn't hear it until we listened to the footage.
No, we did.
Did we hear it?
We did, because if you remember, I said, just do one more thing, and you went round, and you went, that's it, let's go. Remember, because you were pushing for us to finish up because it was freezing cold, and I just said one more thing, and there was a loud tap and then a growl. And that'll be on the first Whalley Abbey. I'll put a link to that video at the end of this video. If you've not seen it, you can check that out and compare it to what we get tonight compared to what we got back then. That was over 2 years ago now when we first started the channel. That's why we thought we were due for a revisit.
The abbot's kitchen.
Let's watch that torch. There's someone in that. Someone in that building over there. So this would have been the kitchen.
Set up here. Shush.
It literally goes off at the slightest touch. There you go.
And I'm going to sit next to it to power it. But not enough to affect it. Right, so I'm not affecting that now. Turn my light off.
Just going to set the tripod up.
There we go. And there goes the EMF, which hasn't gone off all the time we've been walking over.
The top behind me then.
Behind me.
Nope, behind me.
Again.
What I'm going to actually do, to keep this camera in my hand actually, just in case.
Yeah, I think so.
as opposed to, I was going to set it up on a tripod, but I think I'm going to be better having it to hand, just in case I need to, in case I hear anything, I can spin the camera around and hopefully try and catch it on camera for you as best I can, if I'm quick enough. The problem is with a lot of these things, when spirits react, you've literally got a flash of a second. And a lot of times when you do lucky enough to catch someone on camera, you have to slow it down so much in order to actually see it.
I'm very, very out of breath here.
You're sat down.
I know. I literally feel like my chest's compressed.
Well, last time,
Did you used to work here?
what was that?
I heard that.
I'm just wearing it. If there is a building over there, I don't think you can see it on camera. There is a building as you come into the Abbey, and there's lights on in there, the odd lights on in there, so we're not sure if there's people in there. So if we do hear anything from that direction, we're just going to say that it's people in there, because we don't know otherwise. So if there is a loud noise from that area, we'll debunk it straight away and just assume that it's someone in there.
Yeah, but that came from this corner.
The problem is with the walls, the way they are so high,
Echoing then.
sound travels, and when you're inside here, it kind of bounces from one wall to the other.
Do you want to call out in here? I feel like it might react better to a man in here.
If there's any spirits here now with us,
Straight away now.
any spirits here present who can hear my voice, come forward, affect the device in Vicky's hand, affect the teddy sat next to her. If you touch that teddy on the head, it'll bleep. If you can make a bang, or a growl, or any kind of noise for us. Is that you?
Yeah, it's me. Just shift it back.
Can you make a noise for us within this building where we are now? Can you show yourself for me?
Red. Straight to red.
Last time I was here, a couple of years ago, I saw someone appear behind Carl. Could you do that again for us now? Could you appear in front of the camera, in front of me?
Suddenly feel really, really drained.
Can you tell me who you are, what your name is, and then I can address you by your name and show you the respect that you deserve?
Can you see that?
Yeah.
I'm just going to
I'm
concentrate.
just listening in case I get a name, because I just asked for a name.
I'm just going to concentrate so you speak.
You're flashing that now tells me that you're here. Can you give me your name? Wow, the wind has suddenly got up. That was eerie. Oh, footsteps. That literally sounded like someone walking up.
I've got a name in my head, but it's the wrong religion. The prompt I'm getting is Alistair.
Alistair, is that you? Battery's gone.
Just, oh, that's a
Jesus
train.
Christ.
Just for an update, while that was happening, this has not gone off at all except when Jason spoke.
Well, we're on the last battery now. But we thought we'd carry on. We're debating whether to do a live, but it's a bit late now and we're not sure if anyone will come on to watch it, so we thought we'd finish off with the last battery we've got.
It's going off again now you're talking.
While I'm talking, the EMF, this battery's just gone straight down to dead.
Oh my goodness.
We might not be able to do this after all. Is that you taking the energy from the battery? Can you flash the device in Vicky's hand? Yeah. Do you not want us to film you anymore? Do you want us to leave? Or do you just want the energy so you can talk to us? Do you need more energy?
Are you offended by my presence? Do you not like women?
Is this a man-only part? Only men allowed in this part of the building?
It is the abbot's house. That was close.
I don't know if that was a raindrop possibly. Although it's not raining currently, but...
No.
Oh, and again. Can you do that again for me? Can you do that louder? There's a door over there. Can you knock on that door? Stop now, isn't it? You'd think if it was a raindrop, it would have carried on.
Do you want us to leave you alone?
Do you like that we've come to see you?
Do you want me to go? Very quick one.
Can you show yourself for this camera? Can you appear in front of me? That was in a different place. That was further up the wall. Can you tap on that wall for me? Can you throw something? Not at us, but if you can throw something on the ground. Set the teddy off next to Vicky. Touch it on the head and it'll bleep. Or can you just set that device off, that EMF? Do you just prefer to make the lights go off?
If you can make a loud enough sound, we'll go and leave you alone.
We're going to go shortly. Can you do one last thing for us? Can you make a really loud noise for me?
I just heard a whisper from over there. It said, wait.
Are you trying to get your energy up? I heard someone knock then. Right over in that far corner. Whoa, shit.
Thank you.
That was like two together.
Could you do that once more for us? If you please.
Set the EMF off as well.
No.
Just don't want to miss it
Yes,
if it...
yes.
Oh,
Oh, it went briefly. There you go.
I'm trying to film around and I don't want to miss.
EMF's going again. The air was a slight blur.
Wow, what was that? Did you hear that?
I heard like a...
Yeah. It was literally in that corner where it came from last time. It was literally like someone just cleared the throat, like they went... If that was you, can you do that again? weird because there's definitely something here and there's definitely a feeling of a presence.
That was me moving.
But whether it's because it needs so much energy in order to communicate, or it just doesn't want to communicate with us.
I don't think it's you he doesn't want to talk to. Maybe just film to your left, to your left, to your left in the fireplace. Further round, there.
Is that you showing yourself now? Can you move? Is that a shadow on the wall?
That's what I can see with my eyes.
I can see it through the camera, but I want it to move to prove.
Red flash on the EMF. EMF flashing. EMF flashing. Up to green.
Is that you clarifying that you're here with us now? It's gone now. Just gone back to where it was and the black shadows disappeared.
Could you tell me you could see that on the camera?
What?
Could you actually see that shadow on the camera?
I could see it, yeah. I wanted it to move though, just to clarify. And now I've gone back to it, it's not there.
Well, I've not moved.
No. You're at the other side of me, you're down here.
Yeah, my light's off, so I haven't had my light on for a bit.
And there's no one to the left of me. Well, no one physical. There's the doorway coming in, but no one's coming with a burden. Could have sworn there was like, just next to the fireplace, it was like a dark black shadow. And now there doesn't seem to be any.
Flashing. Just gentle green.
Is that you clarifying that it was you? Were you trying to get your energy up? We're going to go very soon because this battery's running out. Can you do something? Can you make one loud noise for me?
Oh, it's got spider sensation of like crawling up the back of my hand. The hand that's holding the EMF ball, that's horrible.
Yeah, that's cool. It's flashing slightly.
It literally felt like spiders crawling up the back of my hand. I don't think there's a bug on it.
You want to wrap it up before the battery dies?
Yeah.
Oh, too late. Yep.
Okay, folks, so after a bit of a palaver with batteries, we're hoping that last camera session caught the shadow on the wall that I could see. Hopefully the camera caught it as well. We are going to take our leave of this beautiful, beautiful place. It has been a lovely night. Thank you, it is a beautiful place. Still talking to me even as we're going away. So we're going to make our merry way home. Do you not want us to go?
Footsteps. I heard some foot walking upside of me though.
Yeah. Okay, so ignore the EMF going off. We are going to make our way home. If you see or hear or spot anything that we have missed, please do drop a comment underneath. As usual, click the little bell to receive updates and click follow the little ghosty and subscribe. It really does help the channel. We are so close to the 500 mark, so we'd absolutely love it if you could boost us to that. We are aiming, of course, for that elusive 1,000. Thank you so much to everyone who comments, who follows us, who offers us words of encouragement. That's why we do this. We do this to show that you folks, there is something else, there is hope, and to tell the stories of those who've gone before us. We learn from the past. So, we'll film our way out, but thank you so much for watching us. Until next time, stay safe out there. Happy hunting. Bye guys. Okay guys, so we are out of the Abbey, and as you can see, the EMF has now gone quiet completely. So we've come away, left it behind. So if you've enjoyed this video, as before, give us a like, follow, subscribe, and enjoy our little walk back to the car.